Welcome back here on the Owls Media Network as that game was called with 9 minutes remaining in the game. Wheaton defeating Keene State 4-0. And we have head coach Sarah Testo here for a post-game interview. Sarah, thank you so much for joining here. So, unfortunately, another loss here at home. What's it going to take for this team to kind of turn the season around so far?
Heart. A lot of heart. I mean, we went with a more difficult beginning of the season schedule with Roger Williams and Wheaton. You know, more teams that are closer to the top of the Little East to prepare us for the Little East. You know, I had some weaker teams last year, so I thought that would be better. So I think it still is, but we have to put it all together. Obviously, we're not right now. We'll have one good half and then one bad half. I think first half, you know, we did some good things. Still didn't generate as much offense as I would have liked, but we held them defensively. They didn't get a lot of good opportunities, and then, you know, after the penalty kick, you know, you guys have been part of games like that before. Kind of just kind of fell apart. We weren't marking up defensively, and that was kind of the game. So I think, you know, just regroup. I mean, it's early. You know, haven't faced any conference teams yet, but, you know, playing a good team like Wheaton and Roger Williams will help prepare us for that. And then, you know, we just came off of 4 games in 7 days. It was a lot. Yeah. So get onto a more normal schedule where we can actually work on stuff at practice instead of preparing for games. Hopefully we can regroup and reset.
Right on. You spoke about the team needing some heart. Who do you think are those leaders in the locker room that could be part of that change?
You know, we got kids that play hard. It's got to be more contagious. You know, like you can't deny the effort of like a Liz Shooten out there. Yeah. You know, we just got to clean up some of the things that she's doing and do things a little bit more efficiently. Claire Halligan, same thing, you know, plays hard, just got to be in better position. And, you know, actually, you know, she was losing possession of the ball, so just clean up things. So those two, I think, you know, they play with heart. I mean, Allison Kenyon, she plays hard too. It's just better decision-making, better movement. You know, and not trying to kill yourself when you're playing with that one forward up top and being smarter. So, got a lot to work on.
Yeah, we saw a change. Obviously, you made it, you know, the other day against Salem, and then again today with Hannah Verville in goal. Yeah. So I think we both thought, despite the scoreline, she had a pretty good performance.
She did.
So what kind of led to that change? Is it just getting her reps? Is it, you know, seeing something in her?
When you got 4 goalies, trying to evaluate, you know, we're just trying to see what is, you know, who's going to rise and, you know, try to win out that one spot, you know. So we're just trying to give everybody opportunity. We have 2 freshman goalies. We haven't given them one. Like to give them one at some point. But, yeah, Hannah did a good job today. You know, I think there's probably a couple things that she could have done a little bit better. But overall, she made some good saves. She made that tip over the net. Yeah, so, yeah, she did some good things. But she's, you know, we still led in 4 goals. I think we just defensively, we really broke down in the second half.
And looking ahead, we have Westfield State next. What's to expect? What are some changes you think that'll come?
I hope the girls, you know, like don't like the fact that we just lost, you know, 3 games in a row. I mean, especially, you know, that Salem game we dominated and lost 1-0, so that was a tough one. And just, you know, come in with a fresh attitude on Monday, ready to get to work. I mean, because what else are you gonna do? You know, you gotta get to work and try to make those changes and you know, get ready, have a good game against Westfield, hopefully, and then we got our first conference game this weekend. So,
right on. Well, thank you very much, Coach Testo. We appreciate having you here.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Red Fern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
On the Owls Media Network, powered by Flow Sports, Wheaton defeated Keene State in a score of 4-0. That game ended just 9 minutes remaining due to weather in the area. Thank you to our sponsors, Fenton Family Dealerships and Chartwells. We'll be back here on the Owls Media Network with more soccer to come next weekend on Saturday as Keene State faces Westfield State. Thanks for joining us again here on the Owls Media Network. For Carson, Flake, and Elias Stowell-Aleman. Have a good day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.